Hey guys, so I'm in my Maverick today and I got an upgrade for my seats that should give it a really sporty look. So let's give it a shot. Alright, so it's these leather seat covers right here and it's by Feinepro. Gosh, I don't know how to pronounce that name. But all right, it comes in this kind of cool pouch that I could reuse for other things, storing other things, because once this is in my car, I'm not really going to need the pouch. But look at that. So it's got this red stitching, which I think looks really cool. Really cool and sporty. And let's take a look. So it's this synthetic leather, and you can see it's quite thick. And it's made custom for the Ford Maverick. So it's a custom seat. It's got pockets in the back, so it should fit great since it's a custom seat. So let's take a look. This is the front backrest, headrest. Okay, this is the other side of the front. Here's the seat. You can see it overlaps the edges, and it's got these straps that you put on underneath to hold it in tight. So that should work really well. Here's the rear seats. And you can see that there's notches for the seat belt because it's made custom for the Ford Maverick, so I think it's going to fit great too. So again, straps on the back to make it real nice and tight. The back seat backrest, and it's got the holes for the headrest too. All right. Okay, so here's the tools. Some gloves. So these hooks are going to allow you to hook it underneath your seat to hold it tight. And these little disc, it'll allow you to slide back in the back of your chair and it'll hold tight. And I'll show you what that's like. So let's give it a shot. First, quick look at what it looks like stock. I have these basic gray seats with some red stitching in them. And I do like the red stitching, so the new seat covers will have red stitching, which I want to preserve. And, maybe it's called Free-Sue seat covers. Let's see. Instructions. Pretty simple. Headrests and back seats. Hook them around, slide it down, and you hook it on the frame of the car. Seat belt you put through the gap. Pretty simple. Clip everything on. Again with the clips. Alright. Armrest, you just put the cover on. I think that seems pretty simple enough, so let's give it a shot. Alright, first up, we gotta remove this guy. And we just slide on, unzip it, and slide on the seat covers. And over here you have the headrest slot. So what I'm gonna do, try to do this. Well, I'm holding the camera with my legs, but what you want to do is you want to just slide it through the hole like that, okay? Sorry if the camera's shaking. I'm holding it with my legs, all right? Slide it through like that. Okay, straighten it up, pull it taut, and you can put down the zipper. And here, you can get the hooks that it comes with. Okay, I'm going to thread it through. just kind of open it up a little bit. Slide it in. Same thing here. All right, from there, we'll hook it up. Okay. There you see. Very nice, clean look. And I'm sure the wrinkles will go away in time because it's been in the package. So let's put on the headrest. That's pretty self-explanatory. Wrap it around. Okay. Velcro just goes on the inside like that. There. Headrest. Straighten it out. And that's the way it looks. Pretty good. We'll just put that back in. Okay. That's the way it looks from the front side. Looks pretty good. So now here you have these straps here, and this is where this is where you're going to use the disc. These discs here. Gonna thread it through like that. So there's 3 of them. Okay. And what you're going to do is we're going to wedge it in this slot right here, in between the bottom and the back, and then kind of open up the disc so that it holds back there. Then when you tuck it in, it should look nice and taut. All right, so I would imagine, again, it just came out of the packaging, so there's still some creases, but I think in time that's going to open up fine. Okay, so that's the backrest. Let's get the seat. Okay, so here's the bottom seat, and again, for these guys, you want to put on the hooks, the metal hooks, and this will unclip, and then we'll put it in. All right, first I'm going to take this strap, put it underneath, and the other end of the buckle I'm going to slide underneath so I can grab it from the other end and wrap it underneath. So I had to unhook this so that I could wrap it around, because there's a little cover that I needed to take off underneath to get to the buckles. All right. Then I'm going to come under here and tighten up those straps that's on the buckles. Okay. Pulling those tight. So that's nice and snug. And now I'm going to tuck in these things and then hook this around the bottom. I'm going to take this tool that they give you to kind of push this stuff in. All right, so getting the hooks on underneath is a little bit tricky, but once it's in, it looks good. So I think what's going to happen is, because there's some creases and folds from the packaging, that it's going to open up in time. So all these little wrinkles you have should open up. All right, so I did one side stock and the aftermarket leatherette seat covers. All right, pretty cool. So let's continue. We'll do the next side. All right, a couple of things. I'm going to use the gloves because underneath the seat there were a few sharp something, and I did cut myself a little bit, so I'm going to wear these gloves. That's probably what they were for to begin with. Another thing is I'm going to put on the bottom first, because remember in the back we couldn't strap the back part until the bottom was done, And one thing you need to be careful of, make sure you have the airbag on the proper side. So, you know, don't mix up the left seat with the right seat. They're not interchangeable because of where the airbag is. And you know, the manufacturer supposedly designed these things just like your car airbag. Just like your car airbag, that when it does explode, you know, all these seams will tear and the airbag will be exposed. So same thing, the seams should tear when the airbag does deploy, okay? So let's install that in. All right, so since I got some practice with that first one, this one went on a lot faster, and you can see my seams are a lot tighter too. As I improve my technique, I may go back and make that one a little bit tighter also, but here's a look. I think it looks pretty good. So now let's get to the back. All right, so for the back, I'm going to start off with the bottom again. And again, these are the straps to keep them tight. Okay. So with the front and with the bottom, you know, you pull that lever, it opens everything up. So it should go on relatively easily. Right, let's see. So here you got to make sure that the straps go through right here, and then you push them through. And let the seat belt slide through the slots, okay? So let's strap everything up. Okay, so this lever is still exposed, so that's good. It's not being covered. All right, and there's this horizontal one. So that seems pretty easy. Look, all the seatbelt buckles are exposed nicely. Let's take a look. Yeah, that was nice and easy. A lot easier than the front seat. So let's do the back kind of the same way. You have a lever here. And then we could just strap it on around the back. Same thing. First we got to take out the headrests. That's easy. All right, so because there's a seat belt here, you're going to have to slide it underneath the seat belt. It would be silly to cover up the seat belt. So slide it underneath. All right, now don't forget to put in these headrest things through the seat. Oh look, there's even a little hole for the release of the back, so that's good. And that's the beauty of having custom seats covers. You know, it's made for the Maverick and not a universal seat. Slides in pretty easily, so that's good. What we got to do is got to tuck these straps underneath so that we could access them from the rear. So there's holes for child safety seats too if you need to use child safety seats. I do not. My children are old. Sometimes they act young, but they're old. before I strap everything up, I'm going to make sure everything's tucked in. All right, so everything looks good. So now I'm going to go back here and put on all the straps, because there's a lot of straps and you could, grab the wrong one like I did at first. All right, after you got all the verticals, there's 2 horizontal straps. For this one, make sure you wrap it around that little rubber, because that's going to rest against the back. With all these straps, it makes it pretty taut, so that's really nice. Less possibility of folding and things like that. All right, now let's straighten everything up. Pull it taut. Tuck it in. Looks really good. Let's take a look. I think the fit is really, really good. And they're seat covers, but they look like, they're OEM, like they're normal seats, not just covers. See, look at the seams on this. Just looks really good. Very impressed. All right, let's get on the headrest and we'll be done. All right, looking real good. The head covers are in. There's a little crease from packaging, but I'm pretty sure that'll straighten out. But yeah, it looks great. I think the fit and finish is good. If you want to access your cup holder, just unzip it. Or you could I guess you could just leave it unzipped if you like, but for me, I rarely pull that down, so I'm gonna leave it zipped. So there's only one last thing, and it's this center armrest. And that's real easy. You just wrap it around. So let's put that on and we're done. Okay, that's it. Again, pretty sure the creases will go away once there's a little time for it to settle. But let's take a look around. All right, you see, I pulled it tauter because I learned how to do it a little bit better. The front seats, armrest, back seats. I think they look really good. It's got the red trims, red stitching. Here in the back. Very nice. All right. Back here. Got the pockets. Headrest looks good back here too. All right, we're all done.